do not press exchange or everything is stop record.
As long as this is
Yes.
bringing.
Okay, let's start how to create an
Agent. Okay, so you have any questions for supplier?
No.
No for now, okay. So the next one, we will go to the agent's profile. So we see under products, under supplier setup, this is how you create the suppliers. But you should see a similar module under financials. There's one module called creditors. It's actually referring to same module. Okay, so if you open the financials creditors module, it's actually opening the same module that you did in supplier setup. You will still see the same records. Okay, so you can either do that under financials creditors or products supplier setup. It actually opening the same module. Okay, bear in mind that you can only open one module once, but some of the module you can actually open in inquiry mode. What is inquiry mode means you can only see the information but you can't edit anything. Okay, so let's say I open Bradley Meridian here. You will see the title here is inquiry creditors, while the another one is creditors. Normal modules without the inquiry modes, you can edit anything here. But as long as it is inquiry, you will only see the information, but you can't change anything. So in this case, it can be used to compare. Stop already.
Yeah, it's like stop.
No, it's there. Okay, so this is useful if you want to compare something. This is only for you to check the information, but not editing anything. Okay, so under financials, there's also one module which is relevant to the product setup, which is under financial debtors. Debtors here is referring to agents. So agents here referring to customer, referring to your partners. Is agents the normal terms that you call it? Agents, your normal terms. Because some of them they call it differently. Okay, they call it partners, they call it customers. Okay, anything. So financial debtors here is the agents. So you'll need to create all the agents in your booking in your system first before you can create the bookings. Okay, because we need this one tomorrow or Wednesday to try to create a simple booking. Okay, so we need to enter the agents first. You will see this interface is quite similar. Debtors module, you still see a financials period. Left hand side, you won't be able to click anything before you select an agent. So in the drop down here, you will see whatever agents that have created. So I will insert a new debtor here. You will see the screen is very similar to creditor. Give me one agent.
Two ambassadors.
For
TUI first.
TUI.
Capital letter.
TUI is capital letter. Capital letter.
And then
And
AM like an apple at the beginning.
A.
Ambassador.
Ah.
BASSADOR. And then Spain.
Spain.
SPA.
Okay. So name. This is the name. So currencies that you're dealing is USD. Thai baht. Okay. And then code here will do something different. Instead of 3 characters code here for the supplier 3 we will be using 4 4 for the name, 2 for the country, because we do need to record the cities of the agent. So we will have 4 instead of 3. So 4 for a name, 2 for the countries. So if using the same, you have any preference? TUIA.
AMB ตอนนี้มันได้AMB ไปเลยแล้วก็อีกตัวหนึ่ง
TAMB 4 for the name.
just AMBS เนี่ย Ambassadors
AMBS
S แล้วก็ต่อด้วย2 digit คืออะไร
Country
ES
Okay, so bear in mind that 4 for the names, 2 for the countries. So I save. You see again the interface is very similar. You have to fill up the address. Okay, I'll leave it for you. The same thing, you can actually mark this one as a chain. So if there's any agent Flight Center, for example, or Thomas Cook, the one that's bankrupt. So you will have all those chain here to map your chain. So you will have all of the address. You will be able to see who is the one that created the agents. Okay. So analysis is the same thing. Only fill up the top one, agent analysis. Ignore the booking analysis. Ignore the PCM analysis. So agent analysis here again, you will have 5 default agent analysis, which is the category, and the 6th one is empty at the moment. In future, if you want to use this one as category, you can look at this one. So geographic, this is in Europe. Country, let's see if I have Spain. Okay, agent province. Okay, if you don't have that, it's okay. If you want to make it as where they are in terms of state, you can actually fill out this one province. Agent category, retail Spain, retail type B or wholesale. I won't say this is Spain because do you have category of retail wholesale?
Type B, right?
What do you mean type B?
Python based wholesale, no?
Yes.
They are wholesale. What is wholesale?
So how many types then?
We have the type B is special price and Spanish price, wholesale. This one is wholesale.
Type B is wholesale.
So wholesale.
ใช่ไหม Type B คือ wholesale.
Type B is the.
You can come out anything that you prefer. So if let's say type B is a wholesale for you, you use type B. We remove wholesale. But let's say you want to make it general, it's wholesale
Specific
and wholesale.
Sometimes it's wholesale, sometimes retail, but the agency is a wholesale. So we should have two wholesale for this case.
And type B.
This is wholesale.
Wholesale.
Wholesale, not type B.
Okay. Wholesale. Accounting type, you have full payment before and after travel. Prepayment. Which one? Full payment before after. Prepayment. Okay. So again, if there's any code is not existing here, you can do that under system. Code setup. Okay. Not in the product, but is in debtors now. So you will see agent geographic, agent country, province, category, and etc. So the easiest way to memorize where your code is, if you are doing debtors module, it is in debtor. If you are doing in creditors module, then it is creditors. Okay, not in the product. Okay, next is the pricing. Okay, so from the contract itself, I can see that you have actually different nationalities. Let me open question 8 first. So you have different contract for Spain, Latin, Japanese, Asian, Australian, and worldwide. So you always have different contract for the nationalities that I mentioned.
Not always, depends on the hotel.
Depend on the hotel. So the contract that I have here is actually having three. I think this is the agents that you have, and worldwide. So normally, how many nationalities that you're receiving from hotels? You always have Spanish. Some of the hotels contract.
You mean in the contract?
Yeah, in the
We
contract.
have worldwide, we have Spain, we have Latin America, we have Japan,
Asian,
and Asian.
Australian,
No,
very rare.
Australian, no, Indonesia, no, Asian.
Asian. And what else? The nationality that you're saying here is different cost, right? I mean different pricing, right? So you will have worldwide, you will have Asian, different pricing. Okay, I will just do it worldwide in Spanish first. So I can see in the question A here you have Okay, so we have worldwide, we have Spanish, we have Japanese, let's say, Asian. Okay, let's say this is the one that you have. Okay, you can actually create more. So I can see you have 2 tiers markup and also specific agent markup. Okay, so how you do the markup, by percentage or by value? Always percentage. Very good.
It's depend on. You have percentage, but with the step of the it's still percentage. It's not amount. Like
With the state of what?
Percentage,
So
but
it's
not flat.
not flat.
Not fair, yeah, that's what I want to hear.
It is
So everything is by percentage, right?
Yes.
Accommodation,
Yes,
transfer, okay. So the tiering that you have here is based on what? Based on agent type, or based on wholesale, or based on retail, or based on the tiering?
Based on trend.
This is for the agency markup.
So how you define the tiering? You have a listing that tell this is tier 1, this is tier 2, this is tier 3. Okay, so it's not based on type B, wholesale, retail.
We don't have tiering, but we have type A, type B.
ตอนนี้เหลือแค่สแกนที่
Because now that for the hotel side, not package, for the hotel side, we do have only 2. It's one for Spain, it's one for TUI ambassador.
That's it.
That's it.
Markup.
But in
This is for
yeah,
the
but in the
markup.
Spain, the markup they have many percentage depends on based on the
Agent.
cost,
Based on the cost. Based on the cost range.
the amount. Yeah.
This is not I don't want to hear. But we can do that. I understand. So let's say you have a specific one which is TUI ambassador, and let's say we are talking
But
about
even-
same hotel here.
Yeah, but even TUI is the same system as the Spain because they have like 9%, 10% depends on the
Hotel.
amount too.
It depends on the amount. Alright. I get what you mean. Because they are having different costs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got what you mean. So let's say, forget about TUI, then we can done. Agent A, Agent B, which are selling the same hotel, do they get pricing markup differently? Tier 1, Tier 2? Different. There is. Even the same hotel.
Yes.
Okay. So how you define Tier 1 and Tier 2?
Like TUI and others, so then it's in different hotels.
Forget about TUI. So let's say you have other agents, Agent A, Agent B, do you have different
we
tiering?
separate by first for the hotel,
Yeah.
only the hotel cost,
Yeah.
and another one for her is like a package, the whole
Okay, there's package.
ใช่ค่ะ but if for hotel only, agent A, agent B, agent C, if they are Spanish is the same.
If they
Except
are
to ambassador only, but we don't count that one. So now all is the same. Only
in future,
one. In the future,
who knows the future? Who knows the future?
Even so, not TUI. For Spanish, you have wholesale and retail, or just one rate for everyone?
just one.
Even
for Spain
the
markup.
retail, they get the same rate as the wholesale.
No matter what agency is the same Spain. Like other they use the Spain in our website.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they will receive the Spain too. Duo is a Spain also.
And the tailor-made agent, whatever,
Spain the same.
Okay.
How about the agents not in Spain? How is the markup?
They cannot use our tariff because of they are not Spain nationality or Latin American.
Yeah, only doing Spain.
Well, it depends. No? Some contract they specifically mention Spanish or Latin.
Yes.
We have to apply.
So
That's
in
why
this case, Spanish and Latin, yeah, having same markup.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Straightforward. Just thinking how you want to do that.
I show you something.
Show me something. Okay.
อืม
ป้าจะไม่เหนื่อยต่อไป
แต่ถ้าอย่างเดิมไม่ได้ใช่ไหมที่เราแบบ
มันไม่มีแค่
คือ
แค่ช่องเดียว
คือปัญหา
ไอ้ตรงของไม่ใช่ตรง pricing ใช่ไหมที่ตั้งตรงมาร์กอัพใช่ปะ
หมักหน้าเป็นว่า
ตรงแท็กนี่ใช่ไหมแท็กดิจิทัลแท็ก
มันไม่มีเงินขั้นที่เราใส่ลงไปเนี่ยแต่
มันอีกได้ไหมอ่ะไม่ได้
คือตอนนี้เราพูดถึงโรงแรมอย่างเดียวเนาะThis is a markup that you can see Spain too. The range of the amount.
Yeah, depends on the price and the same offer. Wow, it's complicated.
ตอนที่เซ็น
especially package each one not percentage is like
ตอนที่เซ็นเป็นมี
มีค่ะมี
แพ็กเกจ
จะเป็นของแพ็กเกจอย่างเดียวกัน
โบราณที่มีแค่ตัวเดียวใช่เหมือนกัน
เกณฑ์เอเจนต์เลยค่ะ มีทางเลือก
So the contract here is Spanish pricings only, right? Not the worldwide.
As we have only Spanish and Latin
Spanish and
yeah we
Latin.
do only one tariff now for the Spanish
Okay. Okay.
ไม่เป็นเรื่องนะอันนี้เดี๋ยวเราใส่แล้วก็ใส่แยกสองตัว
Okay. So in the pricings here, you will notice that in the price code here, I have actually multiple price code. This is control Spain market and also Latin America, Latin and also worldwide. Okay, so we can actually having multiple market here. So we can have market of Spain, we can have market of worldwide, we can have market of Latin. Okay, but you're now doing Latin and Spain only. So I will assume you don't have worldwide. Alright. Right. Okay, so in this listing here, I don't have worldwide. Sorry, I don't have Latin. So what I can do here, I can actually create a new one. So I'll do that in the code setup. It's not in debtor anymore. It's something that is relevant to the product. So if you scroll to the bottom here, you will see something called price code. Okay, this is the place where we create different market. Okay, why this is important? Because this is the settings that telling the system this agent can dealing with what price code, what market. Okay, so let's say in future you will have Spain, you have probably German market which is having different pricing. So in this case, you can actually tell the system that this agent that can only do Spain and another agent that can only do German. So this is how you differentiate. So I will create one more called Latin. So I will just insert one here called Latin. LA is fine for you. Okay, this is only one time job actually. So I will come back here. I will just refresh the screen. F5. Okay, select the agent that I have. Okay, in the pricings here, I will have a new one. Okay, so what you can do here, you can actually tell the system that these agents can do what price, what market. So this agent that can do Spanish and Latin, both. So I will just say Latin and Spain to the right hand side. So you can also include worldwide if there is any case that you have worldwide pricing. Okay, in future. So when you have Latin pricings and Spanish pricings, let's say there is a contract that is in Latin and Spanish, Latin, Spanish, Spanish. So let me think of it. Latin is for Mexico, those.
Actually now we have Spain and Latin America and Europe sometimes and sometimes Spanish speaking market and something like that.
เราจะต้องมีแอม
I understand that.
รวมที่พิเศษนะรวมโอ้ยนั้นมันหมดที่เรามาอัพ11%อะไรทำไมถึงอย่างแอมมันมีโรงแรมที่อยู่ในที่เป็นโรงแรมราคาสเปซิฟิกโรงแรมที่เป็นให้ราคาพิเศษสำหรับแอมฉันมันต้องมีราคา
อันนี้มันเป็นของมันไม่ใช่เรื่องของโรงแรมมันเป็นเรื่องของ ambassador ว่า ambassador เนี่ยของเขาเป็นอะไร
ใช่พี่
แต่ว่ามันถ้า
มันมีโค้ด AM ด้วยที่เขาไปดึงราคา
ใช่เพราะว่าเป็นราคาเฉพาะ
ก็อันนั้นก็คือเราต้องเขาจีบของเขาต่างหากต้องคิดแต่ว่าอันนี้ที่เขาใส่คือมันเป็น price code สมมติว่าจะมีของต่างหากของเขาอาจจะเป็น AMB SB อะไรแล้วแต่ที่โรงแรมให้มาพิเศษใช่ไหม
We are talking about the specific agent price code.
There is different cost or different selling price.
Like
Different cost.
Some hotel, they give the exclusive rate for the
For
two
the
ambassadors.
Yeah, going there soon. We're talking about market first. Okay, so when
ใช่แต่ตรงนี้มันคือ market ของแอมและแอมคือ market อะไรที่เราใช้มันไม่เกี่ยวกับ price code มันไม่เกี่ยวกับว่าใช้ราคาอะไร
using price code also.
แค่ตลาดว่าแอมบริษัทเนี้ย
อยู่ในที่
ต
ไหน
ลาดเขาคืออะไรเดี๋ยวเขาก็จะสอนบอก
Going there soon. Going there soon. ใช่ Okay, so when trade ambassador give you asking you for the quotations, do they tell you this is Latin, this is Spanish, or no? So how do you know they are Latin or they are Spanish? So let's say you have a hotel, you have different pricings for Latin and Spanish. How do you know which one to use?
Only Spain in the booking. Sometimes the clients are they holding a Latin American passport, but anyway they can't, the original
Everything
request is from
comes from
Spain.
the tool is in Spain.
So we include.
So if there's any case you found that they are not Spain, they are Latin, only you change the cost.
Actually now cost of Latin and Spain almost the same. Like 90% is the same rate.
Sometimes there's some Colombian living in Spain, but still holding the Colombian
But when
passport.
booking is coming in, you will just assume they are Spain.
If comes
Yes.
from TUI is Spain.
Okay, so worldwide maybe. So worldwide here I will just include in case you have worldwide pricing. Okay, so this is market, and the next one, the one you're telling me is agent specific. We are using them is with the price code also. So as long as it's different costing, Latin, Spanish, worldwide, as long as they are different costing, we will have to create them as price code. Okay, so in this case, I'll go back to code setup. I'll create one called. Just copy here. Trade ambassador. Okay, code here I will call TA. Is that fine for you? TA. Trade ambassador.
AM.
Okay, so I don't see it now, but I can just refresh the screen. Okay, trade ambassador. Okay, so pricings here I will just include trade ambassador. Okay, the priority here is important because this determines how system pick the pricings, pick the cost. So if let's say Spain is on top, system will always rate Spain first.
So it's better we should put TUI ambassador.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so if you have specific pricing for tour ambassador, the cheapest one should be on top, and then follow with the next priority, and the worldwide is the last one. So if there's any Spanish agents, you might have only SP and worldwide, and SPA has to be on top. Okay, but in this case, of course, this is specific agent pricing, and we'll have trade ambassador. Not now. Tomorrow maybe. Okay, any questions on the agent price code here? Okay, next one is allocation. So as I mentioned, we can actually insert allotments in the system so that you can, if the hotels is reserve certain allotments for you. So there is one allotment called general allotment where you can actually reserve for everyone. But of course, if you have any allotments that you reserve only for TUI ambassador, let's say if you have 5 rooms per day, you have 2 rooms for TUI ambassador and another 3 for the general, you can actually do that. So how you do that, you can actually create one new agent allocation, again under code setup, and the product, and the allocation speed. So you will have one general. Okay. Product. Allocations. Split.
เจอว่าใช้ได้หมดทุกคนนี่ไงกำลังจะเซฟอีกคือ specific ไป
Okay, I will just insert one. Go ambassador. Okay, the code here is many code, so you can do it with the combinations of 3 and ambassador. Okay. I save. So you will have one called 3 ambassador. So I go back to debtors here. I won't see instantly. I'll just refresh. Okay, so under allocations, I will have one new one called toy ambassador. So I'll just assign to the right hand side. Again, priority here is important because system will always pick the first one. So if you have a specific allocations for this agent, this should be on top. Okay, so system will try to rate toy ambassador first if there's any allotment. If there's no allotments for toy ambassador, it will rate from check. Okay, questions? No question? Allocation? Okay. So online, you don't need to add, you don't need to change this one, but this is for B2B login access. So let's say later on, if you are using Web Connect later on, this is the place where you turn on the access for Web Connect, give them the login and password.
I have a question. I'm not sure. If you have for two ambassador two different series that using the same hotel, you need to separate allocation by series.
Yes.
So
It can be done. It can be done.
Normal hotel gives you items like gift to your ambassador 5 room, gift for all Spain 5 room.
Yeah, but just ambassador, maybe they have two different series but using the same hotel.
You say could you separate by the series.
But I think that one should be put when we put like the series rate.
Because it's separate for our normal contract.
But it's
Sorry,
like
wait, hotels now. Okay, not package.
Okay, currencies. This is the currencies that you're dealing with them. So if there's any case you have multiple currencies, code them differently, you can actually insert multiple currencies here. Same with supplier. So we are in general. So under notes here, there are some additional information you can enter. So if you click on the insert here, there are some general text where you can enter, like the cancellation policies for this agent only, terms and conditions for this agent only, accounting, general agreement, meeting receipt notes, traveler complaint. It's not compulsory, but this is some of the places that you can enter additional information. So if you think this is useful, you can enter this one, meeting and receipt notes. You will just notice that this is similar like WordPad, so you can type anything here. Okay, so you can even do it bold, italic, underline, or do insert pictures or tables here. Okay, we'll see more useful when we talk about supplier description or hotel description. Okay, I'll just exit this one. Accounting, you don't need to do anything. Communications under context, you can actually insert the context that you have for this agent. So contact type here, it can be product manager, salesperson, or main contact. Okay, so let's say you are doing with salesperson. Okay, I'll give you a name. So you give you a number, give you a mobile name and email address. Email address here can be used for documentations emailing. So if you are doing bookings for them in the reservations level, you can actually send the itinerary confirmations or any documentations to this email address. Okay, you can enter more than one. So okay, so I will just enter here and you can keep adding. Okay, it's not restricted only with one email address. So if you have multiple email address you want to enter here, you can enter. Okay, so you can copy debtors here to be other debtors, okay, which is having similar informations if you want. And similar with creditor, you can delete the agents if this is a new one. But if this has been used booking transactions, you won't be able to delete that. Okay, you will be able to flag this one as deleted if you want to hide this from being selected in the booking level. And as usual, all of the information here can be added anytime, but not the code. I will show you later how to change the code for agent and for supplier. Any question? Okay, no questions now. Then you try to do one. Get one of the agent's profile. Try to create as debtors in the screen. Okay, you let me know if you have any question. Okay, try now.
TMD จ้ะ
TMD มีแล้ว
TMD คุยมีแล้วดู
ปกติหัวอันนี้หญิงช่วยไม่ได้แล้วหญิงงง
อันนี้ที่เป็นตั้งที่ใส่ตั้งแต่ใช่
แต่ถ้าโปรแกรมเวลาพี่ตั้มไม่อยู่ก็สร้างแทนพี่ตั้มแต่ตอนนี้ก็ตัวใครตัวมันพี่ตั้ม
คือเดเตอร์คือพี่ตั้งสร้างใช่เดเตอร์
จริงเฮียจะต้องควรจะต้องมานั่งฟังด้วยนะเฮียเพราะเฮียมันเกี่ยวกับเว็บไซต์อ่ะใช่ไหมใช่เพราะว่าสร้างโค้ดเฮียนี่มาเลยเฮียเมื่อกี้ไปไม่ทันอลอตเมนต์ว่ะ
อดเมนแล้วก็เข้า
เร็วมาก
อดเมนแล้วไปที่โค้ดเซตอัพ
เซตอัพแล้วไงจุ๋ม
ไปโค้ดเซตอัพแล้วก็ไปที่โปรดักต์แล้วก็ allocation speed
แล้วจะเป็นไหนต่อ
แล้วก็สร้างโค้ดไงคำว่าเอเจนต์ชื่ออะไรตุยก็ชื่อย่อตุยแล้วก็เดส
แต่
คริป
พี่
ชัน
บอก
เป็น
ว่า
ตั
ต
ว
รง
เอ
นั้น
เจนต์สเป
ไอ้
น
อลอตเมนต์อันนั้นมันอลอตเมนต์ตรงสูงแอบคิดว่ามันเป็นอลอตเมนต์แบบกลางพี่ว่าอลอตเมนต์นั้นเป็นอลอตเมนต์ในกรณีที่อ๋อไม่ใช่อลอตเมนต์อันนี้คืออันนี้แบ่งให้เอเจนต์แอบคิดแต่ว่ามันคือตรงพาร์ทไหนที่แบ่งให้เอเจนต์เป็นพาร์ทของโรงแรมเป็นพาร์ทของซีรีส์เป็นพาร์ทของไหนอะไรยังไงมันเป็นพาร์ทไหนไงเพราะจริงๆอย่างสมมติอย่างไอ้เนี่ยคือแปลว่าเฉพาะมันควรจะต้องไปสร้างที่โรงแรมแต่ละโรงแรมมากกว่าที่จะมาสร้างอยู่ตรงนี้หรือเปล่าซึ่งเพราะว่าจริงๆแล้วอย่างแต่ละโรงแรมสมมติใส่ไป5นี้แปลว่าไม่ได้แปลว่าทุกโรงแรมคุยจะได้5แต่มันควรจะต้องไปสร้างในโรงแรมตลอดในแต่ละโรงแรมมันไม่ควรจะสร้างตรงนี้ก็เลยคิดว่านี้เป็นตรงไหนมึนมากเลยมันไม่น่าจะอยู่คือด้วยความที่ว่าใช่ไหมฟังก์ชัน
hotel by hotel different conditions
ไปปวดฉี่ไว้ไปฉี่ด้วยฟังก์ชันเขาเยอะอ่ะไม่รู้เข้าตรงไหนฟังก์ชันอ่ะหนูงง
เนี่ยไอคลิกข้างข
ต้อง
วา
การลดเด็ก
ที่ตัวข้างไหน
ใช่เด็กเตอร์มันจะเป็นเกี่ยวกับพวกที่สร้างพวก
ที่ตัวข้างเนี้ยโคตรลงเลย
ใช่ค่ะเด็กเตอร์แต่คราวเนี้ยสร้างอลอตเมนต์อ่ะมันจะต้องออกมาจาก
ลดแม่น่าจะอยู่ที่ product
ไปเซตอัพพวกโค้ด
อันนี้คือพี่โกอ่ะไม่ได้ใช้
ใช่ค่ะ
คอนแทคเวอร์ไวโพสพีเอเข้าไปในโชว์ใช่ไม่มีพี่โกจะเอาแต่สเปนไม่มี
แต่ถ้าคอนแทคนั้นมีเวอร์ไวแล้วก็ต้องใช้
ถ้าเกิดไม่มีสเปนมีมา
ใช่
แต่บางครั้งอย่างถ้าสมมติว่าอย่างยกเว้นอย่างเรื่องวิกเลียนเชียงรายใช่ไหมใช่ป่ะเจ๊อย่างพวกซีรีส์อ่ะมันเป็นสเปนถูกป่ะแต่ถ้าเป็นพวกแบบเขาเป็นโนแล้วก็ไม่โกงต้องสร้างแต่
โนก็คือเป็นสเปน FAT แล้วก็มันเราคีเอทชื่อเองได้ใช่ไหม
มันคีเอทชื่อมันต้องเป็นโค้ด